What up, everybody? It's your boy Brian James. We're back another week with another Madden Underground podcast. Got a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Got my guy Snipes. Philly guy in the building. What's good, fellas?
What's going on? What's going on?
Philly. What was that, Philly? That was just.
I don't want to say nothing because y'all.
Philly being so different. Come
Weird,
on, bro.
Man. Weirdo.
Oh man. Black Phoenix in the chat already. He said, but Philly on that ish already.
Yeah, already, man.
Already, man.
Hey,
already been a whole weirdo.
Pickles on my chicken sandwich.
There you go with the chicken sandwich mess, man.
The whole weirdo. He just started the podcast. He just staring at the camera.
Mercy. Lord have mercy.
Locked in, bro.
Dude was looking like he had something. He was about to send a ransom message.
Oh my gosh, man.
We need $1 million.
That's right.
5 minutes in.
Oh my gosh, man.
And we want $5 million. Or you'll never see the love of your life again.
Oh man. Y'all are hilarious.
Let's get into it though, man.
Indeed.
EA dropped the franchise mode information. A lot of people been thinking about that, wondering what's gonna happen, what could be going on with that. And they gave us what we wanted to know. If you didn't play the beta, majority of people that played the beta were just playing matches, trying to climb the ladder, leaderboard. But we spent a lot of time in franchise mode, going through it, doing different things, and then just looking at the progression, different things like that. But we're gonna run a video from EA Deep Dive and let you guys check it out.
Now we're gonna break it down. Let's make sure we let everybody know that we're gonna actually break everything down for these guys. Our thoughts, obviously, we all have thoughts here, so we got thoughts on this thing. So I definitely want to chime in on some of these things because I'm actually excited. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so Philly guy, the first before I start this, Philly guy, you ready? Yes. You ready to talk, right?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. That's all I'm making sure. All right, cool. Let's get this thing started. All right, y'all ready?
Do it.
Let's go.
Madden NFL 24 delivers on top franchise community requests that provide more control and authenticity throughout the mode.
Remember, tell me when to pause when you want.
Details about franchise progression through training camp and minigames, team building updates including improvements to trades and free agency, as well as overall franchise customization. Training camp is one of the most requested features among franchise players, and it's officially back, along with new minigames in Madden 24. During training camp before the start of each season, you can run players through a series of minigames to improve different positions on your roster.
All right, right here, All right. Training camp. Training camp is an essential part of franchise mode this year.
Yes.
You normally go through franchise mode, you get to the off season, or you get to the preseason, and you get to advance them real quick. You know what I mean? This year, you can't do that. This is an essential part of development. This part is extremely important for multiple reasons. One, if you got a young quarterback, this is a quick way to jumpstart this development process. If you got a young, skilled position player, it's a quick way to jumpstart that development process. So if you're a young guy, you got a young guy that you want to become a starter, you want to start building them up early. It starts as soon as you join the league.
Yep.
As soon as you join the league, minicamp is there, and you get an opportunity to go through every quarterback, every running back, every receiver, every D lineman, every secondary player, to go through these drills and get them an opportunity to get some XP or upgrade points. So I think this is huge. What do you say about it, Philly?
Well, we sat down, we talked about it, and I'm going to ask you the question that's on everybody's mind. Are you going to give us more than 5 minutes to do training camp this year?
More than 5 minutes?
Yes. You have an itchy trigger finger when it comes to advancing from preseason week 1 to 2. So, are you going to give us time?
I've given guys 20 minutes, but this requires an entire day.
Yes.
So
there we go.
So like, no, you can't just advance it in
No.
mid range.
Okay.
But no, this aspect of the game requires an entire day. So all the commissioners out there that you normally go get the simming through, or you set your time schedule, this process of it requires an entire day.
Yeah.
So like, when you get to mini camp, allow all your members 24 hours to go through here and knock out these drills. If they can, cool. If they can't, you want to give them more time, it's up to you. But it requires minimum
1 day.
24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I agree.
run the film. Snipes.
Step ahead with rushing attack. Enhance your special team skills with field goal and punt accuracy. Practice escaping defenders in backfield survival. Fine-tune your footwork in wide receiver DB battles. And polish the rest of your skills. A bronze, silver, or gold minigame performance will determine your rewards, which can include XP, skill points, and other team progression items. During the season, minigames are part of your weekly strategy, so you can continue to progress your focus players throughout the season.
I wanted to chime in on this one a little bit too, and you guys could go to it as well. As it just stated here, every single advance,
yes,
this is going to matter. Every single advance.
Every single event.
So I bring this up to most of the leagues out there that are tuning in. There's some leagues out there that are 24-hour leagues. I don't think you're going to survive if you don't let people do this. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on what the focus is.
It depends on what the focus is with guys, but I think most guys, especially most 24-hour leagues that I know, they're paid leagues. Yeah. So these paid leagues, they want to make sure they get every aspect of their money.
Yeah. You want to make sure you get that. You want to give your members an opportunity to develop those players.
Exactly.
You know, you got certain guys like this. In my opinion, this eliminates having to sell.
Yes.
Attributes and development traits and all those things that a lot of leagues do.
Yeah.
I know sometimes that helps upgrade. I mean, raise the pot and things like that. But I mean, like if you're a league that doesn't do that, you'll be okay with these development features because these things allow you to develop your players on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
And the other part of it, though, is if you get a gold medal week 1, it does not carry over to week 2. So you got to do it every week.
Every week, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Every week.
Yep. And that part I actually
I like that a lot.
You know, once you get, back in the day, you get that gold medal, you hold on to that gold medal, and you sim it every week. But now you gotta earn that gold every week. So I think that's pretty dope.
I think that's like I said, guys. You guys out there that run these 24-hour leagues, just make sure for your members, make sure you have an understanding on how this is gonna work because you 24-hour paid leagues, man, guys are gonna you might have to switch it up. You might really have to switch it up this year. You know what I mean? You might have to think about that because this is this is so essential, especially for guys that are paying for it. This is very essential. So just wanted to put that out there. That's why we stopped this for a moment, so everybody has an understanding on how this works because it's crucial. It really is. All right, we'll keep rolling.
In Madden 24, we've rebuilt the trade system with more trade slots and logic tuning, enhanced free agency and contracts, and expanded draft class generators so you can replicate team-building moves made by real NFL GMs. In Madden 24, we've added 3 more trade slots so you can offer up to 6 trade assets, including players and draft picks, to help land the perfect players for your scheme. The new iteration of free agency also enables more authentic competition with new AI enhancements, like team building that improves franchise tags, fifth-year option selections, and free agent negotiation tactics. Redesigned salary cap management aligns with the NFL rulebook and includes the additions of top community requests such as contract restructuring. Now teams have more tools to use for retaining the core of their team and keep their Super Bowl window open as long as possible. We've expanded draft class generators for more variety in player pools and addressed feedback by implementing additional 99 club prospects, multi-talented utility prospects, and generators based on some of your favorite football legends. In Madden 24, coaches and player personnel now have access to a third.
I don't know if you saw that, but that was a 6'9" receiver.
Yep, right there.
6'9" receivers. So they got 6'9" receivers in the draft class. So that's just, for those guys that love Mutt, you guys like to have that Carmichael card.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
You got an opportunity to get a player like that guy in the draft now.
And keep it and also keep in mind too that you're able to actually change up how your draft classes are. You can have what was it, these like normal what was it? What was the thing again? It was like normal, and then.
But you can just go heavy. That's all. You want to have more receivers.
Yeah, receivers. Yeah.
And then I think it lets you pick the position too.
Yeah, it does.
So you get if you want to go heavy on the receivers, heavy on the quarterbacks, heavy on the, you go heavy on whatever the league is lacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you say there's not many old linemen, not many big receivers, not many quarterbacks.
Yep.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But yeah.
Roll tape, Snipes.
Yep, I sure will.
In Madden 24, coaches and player personnel now have access to a third talent tree and a variety of new talents. For offensive and defensive.
Hey, this right here is gonna be very, very interesting. I can't wait to see how this. But I will say this to all the commissioners out there: make sure your guys create coaches. Make sure you guys create coaches, because if you got a team like the Chiefs, you're gonna start off with like 6 focus players.
Yeah.
You won't have to. Everybody else have 3. The rest of in certain teams that have 6 focus players out the gate. Madden Underground, everybody's gonna have to use a creative coach this year, for the simple fact that the coaches that the teams have, certain teams, already got the 6 focus players already. And that's an unfair advantage if you don't, jumping out the gate. You could develop six players at the same time.
Yeah.
And everybody else has to work their way to get to that extra player because of the coaching tree. So that's just something to take into account.
Yep, makes sense. Any thoughts on that, Philly?
Nah, man, like that's good news for those of us that are in the league to hear. But I will say the fact that they are allowing you to have a scheme makes me think that they're really trying to encourage some diversity, some different styles, and you can win playing multiple ways.
We talked about that last week. We talked about that last week. You was bringing that up a lot, B. James. You was bringing that up a lot
that's
about
something that you want to see.
Yeah,
you want to have more than one way to be able to win a game.
Yep.
We saw last year, everybody was basically running the same offenses because that was how you won.
Yep.
How you was able to win games. So like this year, if they allow you, or if they stick with this and they don't start modifying things, I think it'll be great.
Yep.
In my opinion, I think it's gonna be what year was that Joke won the tournament?
That was 20. Was that 20 or 19?
I think that was 20. I think it's gonna be a combination of Madden 20 and 23 to get combined. So we'll see though. We'll see how it pans out.
That could be the case.
Access to a third talent tree and a variety of new talents. For offensive and defensive coordinators, a new position guru tree elevates a single position with a choice between 2 skill paths. These improvements give you more ways to find good coaches and to develop specific positions. New customization options like team relocation and commissioner tools give you more control in franchise mode.
Actually, pause that right there. Now, see, B. James, you let it slide. I thought you were going to say something, talk a little bit more about DBU. But the man just said Okay, you get to have a tree that's going to develop whatever positions that you want. You want to go receiver, you want to go tight end, you want to go running back, you want to go corners. You get to focus on a specific group and build them boys up.
No, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Especially like we were talking about. Well, after we get through this video, let everybody know we're gonna do a division by division breakdown, ranking the teams, how they fit within the franchise mode ecosystem. So we're gonna talk about that after this. Just kind of rank the teams division by division and kind of let you know, like, oh, this might be a team I want to get. Our teams you may not have thought about picking going into franchise mode.
Right.
And this is kind of like an early prediction for us, or early hypothesis, I should say. We don't know how the game's going to be when it comes out.
Exactly.
But we do know certain things based on things we witnessed or may have possibly seen that we won't go into too much detail about. But these are maybe some recommendations or suggestions of teams you may want to consider.
And keep it
reputable sources.
And keep in mind, this is Madden base. This is not real life base. We're talking Madden. That's it.
Yeah.
Madden. Yeah. This is not real life base. So just because one team in real life is incredible doesn't mean it's going to be the best team for Madden. Just keep that in mind.
Because the team may not be the best team in real life
doesn't mean they
may be a great Madden
monsters in Madden. Exactly.
Yeah, it's possible.
Exactly.
In Madden 24, team relocation has been revamped. Now you can relocate in coach mode at any time once per season, and the move takes effect immediately with new cities and fresh uniform concepts to choose from.
How would you handle something like this here in a franchise? What if somebody relocated every single damn year?
Somebody did that in PS5. They moved the Buccaneers to Memphis. I thought it was.
And then did they move them again after that? Because they said now you can relocate them every year.
Yeah, but I mean,
we going to Brazil.
Yeah. Well, they're not on the list. But no, we probably no. I mean, yeah, for fun, but a lot of this stuff is for like a one-man franchise league.
That's what,
playing with the CPU.
Yeah,
one-person franchise league.
A one-person franchise league. Sorry, Kelly, if you're out there watching, but she's a girl. She played in the league, so a one-person franchise league. So
and Black Phoenix said in the chat, he said no relocation.
Hell no.
I mean I agree. You know what I'm saying? I think that look, if you get your team, you get your team. That's it. I mean that's what it should be. You know what I'm saying? You get your team, keep it pushing.
The Argonauts.
Yeah, but playing playing in Puerto Rico and all. I mean,
hey,
on, okay, I had to say that they go to Philly. My bad, Enrique. My bad. Let's keep it pushing.
We know our franchise players and commissioners want more control over their leagues, so we're continuing a multi-year journey to deliver more commissioner settings in Madden 24. New commissioner tools.
Go back up. Go back a little bit. Right there. That free agent motivation impact.
That.
None or normal. Let me see what he played. What did he have it on?
Multi-year journey to deliver more commissioner settings in Madden.
Oh, very high. Is that it? Like that's the options? I think it was normal too.
It's got to be normal, very high, or maybe very low.
High, very high. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it got to be.
So yeah, it's gonna be. It. I think normal's the most reasonable setting to have it on. That's realistic. It adds a little bit of depth to franchise. It doesn't guarantee the biggest pockets in the league to get the player. It actually has some type of method to the madness behind it in the bidding war. So I actually like that.
Yeah, I do like that as well too. But like most leagues, they probably should just stick with normal. Just stick with normal.
Normal.
Don't go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's when you start getting complaints as a commissioner. That's when you'll end up getting complaints. Like, yo, y'all doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing way too much. Just because you could do it doesn't mean it's necessary to do it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
24. New commissioner tools like draft class strength settings, toggle auto reorder depth charts, offensive.
That part is big.
Yeah.
The depth chart situation, that part is big right there.
Oh yeah, how many times last year did you set your depth chart, go sign a free agent, and then you go in the game, and then your depth chart is totally just busted? Like, I didn't know how to do it at this position. You get out there and throw a pick and don't realize 2 picks in, you realize that your fourth string receiver is at the number 1 spot.
Right.
Like,
right.
what the hell is going on? Like, so finally they address that. You can turn it off in your setting, and that way your depth chart don't change every time you sign a player or make a change to your roster.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. Black Phoenix in the chat wants to know, are you going to turn injuries on?
In pro, probably not.
Okay.
Got him thinking. Yeah, BJ's thinking a little bit there, like,
No, I didn't see Black Phoenix say that.
I'm asking on his behalf.
Philly's trying to look for any advantage to get some points
that's
on the board.
That's why BJ says he was just thinking, like, he looked
I'm looking
puzzled.
for, like, where did he write that in the chat?
You look puzzled for a second there.
You missed it.
All right.
He erased it.
Next.
In defensive play call settings, as well as progression and regression
Philly wants the
sliders,
cool-offs too.
provide more ways to set up leagues the way you want to play. We're excited about all the franchise updates in Madden 24 that give you more control to build a winning team the way you want.
Let's go.
Gotta be pumped. Gotta be pumped for it.
Yeah, I'm geeked.
Gotta be pumped for it, man. I
Take another swig of this.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That's just Arizona in there, right? We're just making sure.
No, it's Arizona.
All right, perfect.
Shout out to Arizona, making the most delicious drink in the world.
No, we doing that now.
As long as they continue to line my pockets. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. All right, well, look, I'm pumped about what they added. B James, me and you talked about it, off air too. It's not, they didn't add too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the game was actually pretty good for 23. It wasn't bad at all. They definitely had to tweak some things, and it seemed like they tweaked them. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing that most people are looking at now at this point is, what's the online going to look like? What are these cloud servers are going to be like? You know what I mean? Especially with being, now cross-play with both MUT and Regs, just things like that. I think that's what most people are really worrying about, is things like that. And then hopefully they have this stuff situated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, we think I think personally, I don't know about you guys, I'm not going to talk for you guys, but I think personally that, the primary issues was the fact that they continue to support the previous gen. And I think that's what lies the major problems in regards to the stuff last year. That's just me.
Possibly. That could definitely been a huge role in it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I think what they need to be worried about is what's already been put in writing. And that says, if you got those DBs on the line of scrimmage, those linemen are going to knock them over. And I know I saw that in the beta, and I don't know if that's something that they're going to change. So if you don't have run defense, you better get some run defense. You better get some linebackers. You better get some players that can be in that box.
Indeed.
Hey, I'm geeked up.
Indeed.
They got me pumped up, man.
So, B. James, you wanted to talk about some of these divisions.
Man, hey, let's do this now. Let's get this out the way now.
Yes. Let's go
take
a little bit of time.
Let's start ranking these divisions. Not ranking the divisions, but ranking the teams in each division. Because that's what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. Like in a lot of leagues, you jump in, you grab a team, and it's like, okay, I feel good about this team.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that everybody is going to go to that division because it's full of the best teams. And we're going to start with the AFC North. So let's start with the Bengals, the Ravens, Browns, and Steelers.
Mm-hmm. I'm going Ravens number one. Just the Lamar Jackson the situation. Ravens, I'm going number one.
For sure.
Number two, Number 2, I'd go Bengals. Number 3, I'd go Browns. Number 4, I'd go Steelers.
I agree with that. What about you, Philly?
Hey, you got it right, man.
Okay.
You got it right.
Okay.
You got it right.
Because like this year, unlike last year, you can get jiggy with the quarterback.
Yes.
And mobile quarterbacks this year are going to be a problem. Now, you get a mobile quarterback with abilities like Lamar Jackson. He's an even bigger problem. Because now he can make all the throws. He can elude the defense.
My goodness.
He can be a factor in the run game. And he has a plethora of weapons this year. Zay Jones, who else? Odell. Who else?
That's the biggest name right there. Odell. Once he gets rolling, he ain't gonna be fumbling. So,
I've seen Odell. I've seen Lamar fumble.
I'm just saying when trust gets activated.
Oh yeah, when trust gets activated.
When trust is activated, that's
an even bigger problem.
Yeah,
that's an even bigger problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think we might see him do that shadow cut that we watched so much in 23, and that's gonna be nasty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to the next division. Another interesting division. Because I don't know if you know, but all the best quarterbacks are in the AFC this year.
Agreed.
All of them?
I agree.
All the best quarterbacks. Think of the great quarterbacks in the league right now, the great young quarterbacks. If you look at the NFC, right? Bears, Lions, Green Bay, Minnesota, Falcons, Carolina, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, 49ers, Eagles, Dallas. None of those teams have a quarterback that jumps out at you. But if you look over here in the AFC side,
yeah,
you got the Bills, you got the Jets, you got the Dolphins. Tua was serviceable last year. You got Cincinnati.
How you gonna sleep on Dak and Jalen Hurts?
What I'm saying is those are two guys.
Yes.
And compared to, there's at least maybe one or two quarterbacks in each division in the AFC. You got two, Burrow and Lamar. Let's just say Burrow and Lamar, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Rodgers, Allen.
Mm-hmm.
You got Mahomes and Herbert. You got, and then in the South, that's the division of just youth, young potential greatness. You know what I mean? So you go on to the other side. A lot of question marks, what ifs, maybes. You know what I mean? So if you base it on reality, the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFC: Jalen Hurts, Dak, and Geno.
But let's keep in mind, we're not talking reality here. Let's talk Madden.
Okay, even Madden.
Madden was
Jalen Hurts, Dak, Geno. That's it.
But if you talk about, all right. So let me put this out there right now. All right, because we still got to talk about the division. I think we're going to talk about the AFC East right now. If that's what we're going to talk about, right?
Let's talk about the AFC.
We're going to talk about the AFC East. When matter of fact, I'll talk about that once we get to the NFC. But the AFC East, I'm going. And don't forget, Madden. Okay, Madden. Dolphins number 1. Jets number 2. Bills number 3. Patriots number 4. That's where I'm going.
Can't agree with that.
What? Talk to me. Tell me. Give me yours.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go Bills. No. I'm gonna go Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this.
You flipped on the Bills and the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins first.
Okay.
Bills, Jets, Dolphins. I mean, Bengals. I mean, Patriots.
Dolphins is first because of speed.
Well, yeah.
I mean, this Madden we're talking about.
But you got to think about it. You got Xavier Howard, Ramsey. What do people like to do most? They like to pass the ball. What's the meta majority of the time? Passing the ball. So if you think about that, Dolphins can combat and they can pass the rock because they got receivers that can get open faster than most defenders. And they got a secondary. Not only do they have a secondary, they got a stout front seven. So I think Dolphins, Bills, because Bills, they got a pass rush, great secondary, a solid receiving core, a good tight end, and a great quarterback.
Some of the pass rush is gone though, because I think they lost Edmonds. I mean, I think they still got Von Miller though. They still got Von Miller. They still got Von Miller.
No, Edmonds is with the Bears.
Yeah. Edmonds went to the Bears.
Yeah, but I mean, like Edmonds was he's a cover linebacker anyway.
Yeah.
But so I like the Bills. I like the Dolphins. Jets are a great team.
No, they're not. We've simulated this 1,000 times.
Madden.
No, listen, we're talking about Madden, bro.
Madden.
We're talking about Madden. No.
Don't pick
Madden.
No. Look, he's trying to get everybody away from the Jets because he's a Jets fan.
Madden.
Reality is this. Aaron Rodgers. You got Aaron Rodgers. You got a stable of backs, a stable of receivers, a solid O-line, a pass rush with a young secondary. That's the makings of a great team, potential team. And keep this in mind. People say, oh, you got a backup. You can develop while you got Rodgers there. 94 throw power last year. 94 throw power. They could knock him however they want to knock him this year. You can't take away throw power. You can't. And that's the most important thing to me on a quarterback. It's throw power, especially if you talk about free-forming. You got to have that throw power. Look at Philly. Look at him.
Hey,
like
hey, you know what? You brought B James, you brought up a major factor. The fact that you got Aaron Rodgers and you still got Zach on the team and he could develop under Aaron Rodgers.
That part.
That's one of the reasons too. I'm glad you brought it up before I got an opportunity to. Because because that is the reason why I put the Jets at number 2. Madden wise. That's why I put the Jets at number 2. Who does the Bills have to obviously Allen's young, but still, who does the Bills have to back him up?
Don't get me wrong. I think when people get the game and they check out the Patriots roster, that team got a lot of talent too.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots low key.
Yep.
A problem. And I'm not gonna say why. I'm not gonna even say nothing about no ratings. I'm just gonna tell you, do your homework on the players that they recently drafted, recently signed, recently acquired. These players can move. This is something that the Patriots have never had in their secondary. And that is a plethora of fast defenders.
Yes. Yes.
I think Bill Belichick did an actually remarkable job of reloading, getting ready for this division.
Yeah, he did.
They realized, okay, we're too slow to combat these dudes.
Yep.
They went out and got faster in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, all over the defense. Defense is a faster defense. So if you want to talk about defense, Patriots can bang with any one of these teams defensively. Not maybe we throwing their abilities and somebody get jiggy when they get the X factor going. But I mean, as far as just banging it out, tough, fast, you know what you're doing with the team. This is a good team to have.
Philly, what's your 4? What's your top 4? What's your 4 in this division?
Well, it goes Bills, Dolphins, Patriots.
Oh, here we go. That's not
Patriots again. And that's it. Those are my 4 teams: Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Patriots.
Yeah, he don't want to talk about the Jets.
Yeah, he don't want to talk about the Jets.
And they're a popular team right now.
Yeah.
Hey, all you bandwagon hoppers, you go someplace else. I waited years for this. Well, you don't deserve. You didn't play with Sam Darnold. You didn't play with Zach Wilson throwing the ball like that.
I ain't
You
forgot.
didn't play with him.
I ain't forgot about that OG Lowry free agency thing. So I might turn up with the Jets this year. But
Anybody that believes that this man's gonna pick any team other than the Titans, please speak up now.
Hey, well, look.
Nobody believes you.
Well, look. Speaking of the Titans, let's talk about the AFC South because this one, this is a tough one in my book.
I'm gonna tell you, I actually like this because this is a young, youthful division. This is a fun division. This is an extremely fun division. Like, you got young quarterbacks. You got a plethora of young secondary players. All these teams have a good secondary. All of these teams, Texas included, Tennessee included, Jacksonville included, Colts included. You know what I mean? Good secondaries to where they can defend the receivers in the division.
Yeah.
You start talking about Dolphins and Bills and all that stuff. I don't know. It becomes a slippery slope. But within the AFC South, this division is going to look like college football.
So with this division, rank it top to bottom. This was the toughest division to rank from top to bottom.
There. I think the list you got right there is perfect.
And listen, the only thing, you know what? You're probably right. Now that I sit here and look at it too, you're probably right because I like the Colts of this division at the top, primarily because you talked about the young quarterbacks and having a guy like that, like Anthony Richardson. He's gonna be he's your next. I mean, remember back in the day when Cam first went to Carolina, how many people was rocking with Cam, in Madden, and what they were doing with Cam. I mean, it was crazy.
They're gonna be a popular team. When you mix his skill set, with the new plays that they put into the game, he's gonna be a problem. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to limb and say, me personally, I think the Colts is 1A. And Jacksonville is 1B in this division. Because you got to think about the Jacksonville Jaguars have acquired Calvin Ridley. Mm-hmm. They have Zay Jones.
Which he didn't play last year, by the way. Calvin Ridley didn't play last year, so he's playing this year.
But in Madden, he was on the Falcons.
Yeah, in the Madden, he was on the Falcons. That's right. Yeah.
So you got Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram at tight end, solid O-line, superstar quarterback. And then a good run game. ETN. You just drafted the other Clemson back, Bigsby. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like you got a lot of backs, receivers. We know what that secondary can do. They got a solid front seven. Jaguars is a cool team.
Yeah.
So I would say 1A Colts, maybe 2 Jacksonville. Tennessee, they reloaded in the secondary. They got Sean Murphy-Bunting. Christian Fulton, Caleb Farley, depending on if they leave his numbers kind of decent, you got a solid secondary because he's fast. Mm-hmm. Houston, people like when you think of Houston, last year you would say this would probably be the last team off the board, right? This year they got a franchise quarterback, they got good running backs, they got a solid tight end, they got a cool O-line, something to build with. They just added Will Anderson on the edge. All you got to do is fill in those pieces over the years of the franchise.
Yeah.
And they're going to be a great team. They already got a good secondary with Stingley, Griffin. You got Ward from the 49ers.
Don't they got a bunch of draft picks too?
And they got draft picks.
Yeah. So the Texans are definitely going to be a top-notch team to pick up in Madden this year.
A great franchise team.
They're going to be a fantastic franchise team. There's no doubt. Me personally, I think the last team that's going to be on any board for the most part. I think it's going to be the Rams. Yeah, I think it's going to be the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be the bottom tier team.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that though. Yeah, we'll definitely get to that.
Let's talk about the AFC West.
What Philly think though?
Oh, go. What you got to say, Philly?
No, man. I mean, look, we talked about this real quick. We already talked about it. We talked about Trevor Lawrence. We talked about him being the only superstar right now, and just the fact that you can develop him. But you know how much I like them Colts. So I love that you gave him some love on the show. because AR is out there doing this thing, and they already got the running back. They already got JT. So I felt like they were the best team, and I'm glad you showed them some love today.
Oh, you got to. I'm a purist. I have no bias like you do, Philly. I tried to hide the truth.
You know what? I love when you get on camera and start making things up.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But let's talk about this AFC West, man. I'm eager to talk about these guys.
Okay, Denver Broncos, Oakland Raiders, Chargers and Chiefs.
You're flipping it though, right?
Yeah.
That's flipped though, right? That's flipped. That's flipped.
I believe it's Sean Payton.
That's flipped.
I believe it's Sean Payton.
That's flipped.
How can you go against the Chiefs? I've always told B. James this. They are the defending Super Bowl champions. How do you go against the Kansas City Chiefs?
Listen, but remember, Madden. This is about Madden.
I'm telling you. Listen, we know that they programmed something for the Raiders, but the Chiefs are nasty. And then the Chargers are after them. Then the Raiders, then the Broncos.
I'm gonna go. I feel you on the Chiefs. Chiefs are nasty.
Yeah,
they're gonna be nasty for a long time. They got Pacheco. Pacheco's a beast in the backfield. You got a running game now, right? That's something that they didn't have in years prior. They didn't have a back like Pacheco. Now you got Mahomes. You still got Kelsey. You got the 6'5", 95 speed receiver, and Valdez Scantling. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you got John Ross on the team now. So that's another player that you got to factor into that element, that speed force that they have.
Yeah.
They may have lost two players, but they brought in some guys that are just as fast.
Yeah,
if not, maybe not just as fast, but they're fast.
They still have speed. Speed. Absolutely.
And they got old boy from the Giants.
Yep.
So, that's a cool. What I will say is their defense is vastly improved, though. That was something that was a weakness of the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. You say, oh, you're going to have a great offense, but defense is going to suck. No, this year is kind of different. They're kind of stout at every position. They got a good D-line, solid linebackers, good secondary. They're a well-built team. So yeah, I would say Chiefs 2, because they're not built as good as the Chargers. But I like the Chargers better than I like the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
I'm the same way there. I like the Chargers at number 1. I like the Chiefs at number, because I'm going Madden. I'm going Madden wise.
Yep.
I like the Chargers at number 1. I like the Chiefs at number 2. I actually do like the Raiders at number 3, and I like the Broncos at number 4. But kind of like what you said with the Colts and the Jags, it's almost like a 3A 3B for me with the Raiders and the Broncos, in my opinion. Yeah. Madden wise, they're almost like a 3A and 3B. That's my take on those guys for sure.
All right, I'm gonna let this go before we go to the next division. But y'all talking Madden wise, y'all seem to forget about that sidearm throw that Patrick Mahomes is out there doing, the best quarterback in the game. They already got it programmed in there. They the Super Bowl champs. They got all that extra speed at the receiver position. Their defense got better. I still don't see how you gonna pick the Chargers, but whatever.
So you
Madden, baby.
Got Chargers number 2?
Madden.
Nah, Chiefs number 1. Madden, bro.
He got Chiefs number 1. Madden number 2. Not Madden number 2. Apologies. Chargers number 2. My bad.
Okay. Well, let's get over to the NFC.
Yeah.
Because this is what y'all want to talk about.
Yeah. We're gonna start with the North. We're gonna start with the North, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it with this North, man. Let's get it with this North. I'm ready to get it with this North.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I was
keeping it a buck.
Hey, look, I got my list. My list is ready. My list is ready.
I'm gonna go Green Bay number 1.
Okay.
Got to.
I'm gonna go Chicago number 2.
Okay.
Jay Fields.
I'm gonna go Minnesota number 3. Detroit number 4.
That's where you lost me. That's the only area that you lost me.
Okay.
I like Detroit. I like Detroit. I like Detroit.
They have no defense.
I like Detroit, man. But look. Okay, defensively, who's the best defensive team in this division?
Green Bay.
Okay. Anybody else close to Green Bay?
No.
Minnesota.
You think Minnesota?
They the second best, but they ain't close to him.
They're not. No, they're not. They're not close to him. They're not close to him at all. I like Detroit at number 3, man. I like Detroit at number 3. I like your other two. I like the Packers.
Talking Madden.
Yeah.
Minnesota got the abilities. Detroit ain't got the abilities on defense.
Yeah, that part. That part. You still got the old wily veteran at safety. You know.
How long you gonna have him for?
Probably a season or 2. Enough to make a run. In that division, like I said, the lack there of quarterback play in that division makes everybody in this division a valid option.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go wrong with picking any team in this division because of the simple fact that there's no unfair advantage.
This is your best toss-up division. This is your best. This is your best toss-up division right here.
Honestly, you can say that. You can say the same thing about the. No, you can't. NFC South, but it's not. It's a little different. But I think in this division, Green Bay has the upper hand because they have the best well-rounded team. They're equivalent to what the Buccaneers are in the South, in my opinion. Like, they got the best team all around. They just missing a quarterback. So
Bucks got that though.
Huh?
Bucks got that though.
That's what I'm saying. They're the same thing. I think they got the same problem.
No, their quarterback is 94 throw power. You can't talk about that.
No. When you saying 94 throw power, that's not what people picking teams looking at. They looking at you looking at it from your perspective. I'm just looking at somebody's looking at the team, thinking about, does my quarterback have an ability? Is he superstar? Is he X factor? Is he 90 throw quarterback strong arm? You know what I mean? No. So what I'm saying is none of these divisions have that. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, in the North, Green Bay, Chicago, just because of the versatility of Justin Fields, Minnesota, Detroit. But who you got, Philly?
I'm just saying, you can't talk about Zach Wilson, you can't talk about Tua, and talk about Freeforming, and then disregard Baker Mayfield.
Now, Tua got numbers. Tua got numbers, though.
Hey, the Bucks got so many abilities on both sides of the ball. Okay,
that's what I said.
No, but I'm saying they don't have the same problem. Green Bay, Jordan Love is nice. I play with him. He's nice. Okay, and you're right. Green Bay is the most balanced and well-rounded team. So if you can work with him, because Jordan Love has the speed and he has the throwing power.
You got O-line with abilities. You got a running back with ability.
Yep.
And then you got a defense that's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that has ability. So you're right. They got a lot of talent. They're number one team, hands down. We know what the Bears. We know what Justin Fields can do. We know that he's got offensive weapons now. Their defense is solid. I played with them too. Minnesota, all the abilities. They got to go above Detroit. But it should just be that order. I know Snipes wanted to switch Detroit and Minnesota.
Detroit ain't there yet.
But they got all the abilities in Minnesota. So they got to get the 3 spot.
Let's go to this NFC South then, while we talking about them.
Bucks all day.
You got Bucks number 1?
Yeah, yep. Bucks number 1, Falcons number 2, Panthers number 3, and Saints number 4.
Saints number 4. I agree with that.
That's a good now, what's it called?
Don't get me wrong. There are certain teams that I feel like you want to avoid. I mean, like, at all costs, unless you have to play with them. Like, if you get the last 2 teams picked, in my opinion, gonna be the Saints, Rams, and possibly the Patriots, because I haven't met that many Patriot fans. But the Falcons are a team that's gonna cause a lot of problems this year.
Obviously depend upon the user. But
Depending
still,
on the user.
but nonetheless, that's a team that definitely, off rip is a playoff team as long as somebody knows how to play.
Yeah, if somebody know how to play, and you got the pieces around you that's gonna make plays for you. They're gonna make plays for you. If you just call the right defense, you got players that can make plays out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think the same thing with the Panthers. Defensively, one of the faster secondaries. You got great edge rushers and Gross Matos and Burns, and you got a great young quarterback.
Yeah,
Miles Sanders in the backfield. Thielen, receiver, DJ Chark. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of different weapons out there. I think that's the team you can. It's the team you can rock with. But even though I'm gonna go Bucks first because they still got Mike Evans, Godwin, the defense, Vita Vea and them. Only thing I think they missing is a quarterback and a running back, and there's so many running backs.
Bucks ain't missing Madden wise. Bucks ain't missing no quarterback. Man, how many times we seen Baker Mayfield? The people playing with Baker Mayfield, building them up and doing their thing with him.
Baker gonna do his thing.
Yeah,
but I mean, like just off the rip, you gotta you. That's not a long term option.
No. I agree. I agree.
I don't think that's a long term option.
And I think it's going to depend on the actual league. I think Madden Underground. I don't know if it's going to be a long term, situation. But Baker Mayfield.
No, I mean, like, okay, look. If you get Baker Mayfield,
mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody's thinking like, okay, this is the quarterback of the future. Is he a quarterback that can manage the players around him? For sure. He has all the attributes to manage the players, the weapons that he has. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think the Buccaneers are number one team by far. They're the best team in that division, not even close. And then you got the Falcons, Carolina, New Orleans. But let's talk about.
I like that list.
Let's talk about that NFC East though, because that's my favorite division right now.
Yeah, come on with it, Snipes.
Bar none, Eagles number one.
Bar none.
Bar none to me, Eagles number one.
I don't know.
I'm going Eagles number one, and I'm just talking Madden here. I'm going Eagles number one. I'm going. This was hard. I'm going Eagles number one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Giants number two.
Oh, you tripping? He drunk.
I'm going Giants number two. I'm going Giants number two. I'm going Giants number two.
Everybody ain't got Arizona.
I'm going. Yeah, exactly. I'm going Giants number two. I'm going Cowboys number three. I'm going Washington number four.
Okay.
DJ, let me say this. All right,
look, I'm gonna tell you this.
Somebody put the pickles on his chicken sandwich.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't even know what that even means. But
yes, okay. Don't play dumb.
I don't know.
The Cowboys and Eagles
on chicken sandwich
are tied for first. Plain and simple. Matthew-wise, I mean, the talent on both of them teams is ridiculous. There is no second team in that division. They're both tied for first. And then comes the Commanders. Somebody put the Washington Redskins. I'm not saying who did it, but I'm just saying that ain't their name.
Oh, I do got to change that. I do apologize for that.
Commanders is the second best team, and then the Giants is the third. There is no fourth. Eagles and Cowboys are 1-1.
I agree with you on that. That's the first time we probably agree on anything Philly. Dallas and Philadelphia are literally built the exact same way. They both have a mobile quarterback, a good running back, great receivers, good tight ends, great O-line, great D-line, fast linebackers, and a crazy secondary, a deep secondary. Even though, in my opinion, Dallas has the better secondary because you got Diggs and Gilmore. And then you got a couple 6'4" fast DBs. I don't know.
Let me put it out there. I'm gonna let y'all continue. All right, but you guys, both of you should already know. I can't stand Dallas, so I'm not putting them up.
We talking Madden.
I
Talking about
can't.
Madden, man.
I can't stand Dallas.
We talking Madden.
Period. I don't care. Madden. I can't stand him in Madden either. How about that?
Okay.
How about that? I mean, we're talking
personal.
Madden. I can't stand him. Hey, it is what it is.
Sounds personal to me.
B. James. It is what it is.
Sounds personal to me, man.
It's what it is. It is what it is. Hey, if Philly could say, in the AFC East,
He took
ain't
this
a cool-
team because he was trying to keep people from knowing how good they were.
Hey, but he's still able to do it, right? So
No, but I'm not hating on the Patriots.
All right,
I'm not hating on the Patriots.
Of course you're not. But we know how we know how you are with them. But nonetheless,
You know how I feel.
but nonetheless, hey, look, I wear my heart on my sleeve with this situation. I can't stand Dallas. Can't.
Okay.
You a Bills and Giants fan.
Can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm putting Dallas above nothing Giants. I ain't doing it. Just not
Let's
doing
talk about this NFC West. NFC West for sure. Because this is gonna be interesting.
No, it ain't Rams about them. I mean, we just keep it there. Let's just keep it a buck. Rams about them.
Rams. I've never seen a team with two superstars that were just considered trash. Like they
AFC is not trash. Never.
No. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about they have nothing else outside of those guys.
Do.
Like you got Cup, great. Van Jefferson's not bad. I would take him on the Titans right now. He'd probably be the best receiver on my team. But
True.
Very true, right?
Yeah.
I would take Tutu Atwell on my team. He would definitely be the best receiver on my team.
Yeah, there's no AJ Brown.
There's no AJ Brown. They're no nothing. But you got Cup, you got Atwell, you got Van Jefferson, you got Cam Akers. You could do a little something with that. But long term, Matthews Stafford is gone.
Big facts.
What do you do after that? Matthew Stafford didn't have a good year last year. What do you do with that? You know what I mean? Cam Akers, okay, solid back. You can run the ball. But the O-line not that good. What do you do with that? Defensively, I don't know nobody on the defense outside of Aaron Donald. I can't tell you. Oh, you got Cornell Lake's son. And the only reason I can tell you that, because he popped up at the mall and was signing autographs. And I was like, oh, that dude's name is Lake. Like Cornell Lake. And come to find out he was his son. But outside of that, who can you name on the Rams defense outside of Aaron Donald? I'll wait.
You talking to you, Snipes?
Oh, I can't. I mean,
Anybody in the chat?
You can. Anybody in the chat if you can answer in the chat, that'd be great. But
I got a beta code. Nobody. Thank you, Arizona for life.
Oh,
Nobody.
man.
There's nobody out there that can name anybody outside of Aaron Donald on that defense.
Nope.
Like even you think about the Texans, right? You say, oh, they're young. No, I can name some players on that defense. I can name some players on every team outside of the Rams. I don't know who's on that defense. So Rams automatically take the last spot.
They definitely take the last spot. I'm going.
And they don't have no draft picks.
Hey, look.
They don't have any draft picks. They don't have any money. So what you do have, you got to trade anyway. You get the Rams, you got to trade Cooper Kupp. You got to trade Aaron Donald just to be a mediocre team.
And Aaron Donald's not going to. Aaron Donald's not guaranteed to be there for a long period of time.
Yeah, so
he's not. So
that's a rebuild.
That's a rebuild team in my opinion. If you have to select them, or that's the only team you can get, that's the team you're gonna get. To be honest with you, but
I'm going you Rams less.
I'm going Niners. I'm going Niners number 1. I'm going Seahawks number 2. I'm going Cardinals number 3.
See, look, he bounced back. After that NFC East debacle, he bounced back.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks, man. Look, Madden-wise, the Seahawks, oh, man. Oh. That's gonna be a tough team, man.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons.
Gino's up there in rating. Okay, he's up there in rating. He's gonna be up there in rating. So
Gino should be up there in rating.
Yeah, he should be. He had a well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved. Well deserved. Nah, in Madden wise, Arizona, the Cardinals, they're number 3 in this division. They're number 3 in this division.
Okay, let me say this. You got with the Cardinals, you got 2 good safeties. You got Papo in the middle. You got another linebacker. Can't think of his name right now. Pretty solid though.
Isaiah Simmons, he's not a linebacker anymore though. He's
no. He's safety.
He's safety now. Yeah.
Well, so you got 2 good safeties. Buda Baker, Simmons. Move Simmons the strong or free, or move Baker, whatever, how you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Good, solid team. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
I think Madden wise, I just think that Seattle's a better team to rock with, Madden wise. I mean, you can't, and we're just talking about Madden 23 stats here for a moment. You can't beat 6'4", 97 speed corners. That alone from Seattle with Tariq Woolen, that alone will make you pick Seattle.
Tariq Woolen was a top 10 corner this year.
Yeah.
So
in his rookie season, he was a top 10 corner.
He should have been the fastest DB on the game.
Yes.
In all honesty.
He really should have been.
At 6'4".
At 6'4".
He should have been the fastest DB on the game.
Yeah.
And that's not even exaggerating.
Man.
Oh, he said his ears are hurt picking.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He's a Cardinal fan. He's a Cardinal fan. Yeah, he's a Cardinal fan.
I get it. You got to rock with your team.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Who do you have running the ball? Kyler? He get hit. I can't buy into Kyler after how he laid down in that playoff game against the Rams. He laid down.
That's not
so
Madden.
Kyler, huh?
That's not Madden though.
Oh, he gets hit in Madden and gets annihilated in Madden too.
Nobody everybody took a shot in the media against Kyler about him rather play Call of Duty than do film study and all that. You don't think EA took account of that and implemented something like that into the game?
He's a gamer like us.
I don't know.
They shouldn't be hating on him. And he's still fast.
Kyler, like I said, he might be fast.
So fast.
But we know he might not be rated as high as he used to be rated.
No, he won't be.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's rated in 70 somewhere. So let's just say that. So Kyler's he's just a fast little guy. Imagine, think Super Mario Brother when he shrinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm
not go that far. Will not go that far.
He did it. He did already. It's too late. He did already.
So you got them in third place. We got the Rams in last. Now the 49ers, I think, is a great team. Great team. You got a running back, tight end, receivers, O-line, D-line, linebacker, secondary. Crazy. But you can say the same thing about the Seahawks. Running back, receivers, tight end, O-line, solid. D-line, not so solid, but they got a good group of linebackers and a great secondary. So, I think this is another division that you can't go wrong picking any team in that division outside of the Rams.
You know what? Let me say this. Now, hold on, time out. Just what you was just saying, what you was just talking about San Fran and Seattle, right?
Yeah.
When you talk about all of the different, the different area, the different guys that they have, I guess the one thing you can argue, so I might flip-flop my pick here for a second. Seattle might be number 1. Now you think about that because of the quarterback.
They might be.
Because of the quarterback, because you got, obviously Trey Lance, I believe Brock Purdy's probably going to end up being better, rating-wise.
You got Trey Lance franchise-wise, in the franchise. Right. He's gonna be better than Gino could have ever been.
Right.
Right.
Very true. Very true.
Year one, you might be onto something.
Yeah,
But
that's almost like another 1A 1B situation.
yeah,
It really
say
is.
You can say that.
That's almost a 1A 1B situation. It almost is. Man.
Hey, but
made me switch up, man. You made me almost switch up there.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing about it, but I think that's extremely interesting.
Mm.
But with that being said, you guys, we will have our Madden Underground Franchise League information coming next month, which is July, when you guys know when to sign up, when we'll be picking teams and things like that, and how the league will be run. So make sure you guys keep it locked. We're working on a lot of good things for you guys, and we'll see you soon, man, in regards to franchise. But anything you guys want to say in closing?
I'm gonna be well, you know what? I'm still gonna be on air next week. I just won't be within my same vicinity here. So I'll definitely see you guys next week. I'm definitely looking forward to a little bit of vacay. So
tell them about we'll be switching our time, so we'll be starting at 6:00, so Philly guy can be on time and things of that nature. And B going to be joining us too, because the schedule is coming back, so the whole gang will be back together.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be talking Madden, and it'll be fun.
Yes, indeed. And that is B-Guard coming back next week?
I think he said sometime either next week or next month.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, nice. So we got the whole gang back. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir. So we'll be talking more about this and the rest of the Madden news that comes out. So make sure you guys keep it locked. Hit that like, that follow, that subscribe button, wherever you may be viewing from. We appreciate your viewership. And we'll see you later.
All right.